and Current Affairs Department of the OSBC Television. My name is Adeyemi Abodera. The Osun 2022 governorship election has come and gone, but issues surrounding the election continues to make headlines almost on a daily basis. We are going to look at the issues relating to the election. The effort of the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) was fostering a more credible, acceptable, free and fair election of the people of the country with the use of diverse system. I have been in the studio this morning. The state chairman of the ruling All Progressive Congress, Prince Buiga Famodu. Together, we are going to look at the issues on breakfast dialogue this beautiful Sunday morning. Good morning, sir, and welcome.
Good morning. Thank you.
Yeah. Let's start from the conduct of the 2022 Osun governorship election, which was held on July 16. I want to summarize your submission and observation of the election to start with, sir.
A generally very peaceful election, barring any complaints from two places. Generally, the election was peaceful, and people really turned out so well, as you can see from the result of the election. But you cannot relay malpractices in some few places, where you see people moving people from one polling unit to the other, people voting 2 times, 3 times, even more than that. Apparently very ignorant of the workings of the beavers. So, APC as a party, normally, like you know, is our business is to mobilize people, canvass for votes, and sell our programs. But I don't think the opposition party is in that frame of mind. Because they are caught in the act of working beyond the stipulated time. They move people from one unit to the other to vote. And as a result, you have overvoting in many cases, which almost mar the credibility of that election. Because as it is now, it's up to INEC to stand on the integrity of what we introduce that givers. So if they want givers to continue in this country, INEC should stand with the givers report.
Well, Prince Buiga Famodu, we look at the workings of the givers generally and compare with previous elections in Nigeria. How do you see it?
You cannot compare givers with the workings of the givers with previous elections, because givers is a new invention into electioneering in this country. And when you compare, you cannot compare elections where givers were not used and that which givers was used. So it's incomparable. This is a new system on trial. And I think it's very good if INEC could stand by the integrity of that givers.
Well, projecting for into next year's general election, do you see it, becoming more free, fair, and acceptable with the application of technology like beavers into electoral process?
Well, definitely, we can see a lot of improvements in the election preparation and conduct from INEC. They introduced so many things. Card reader in the first place. Card reader was used, and after some time we discovered that maybe beavers would be better. Where the system is ongoing on improvement, and I think with time we will get there, and what we normally call malpractices and manipulations in the election will be the thing of the past, given the update of technology inventions into elections in this country.
Well, like many stakeholders have observe that in the nearest future, it will likely be possible to vote even from the comfort of your room, not necessarily going out to queue to exercise your franchise. Are you in support of this observation?
Yeah, if you see a lot of the inventions were introduced in this preparation. If you can register as a voter in the comfort zone of your house, why not vote? Like they did in the developed countries. Yeah, if they can get us to that level, it will be acceptable.
Well, we are still on the program Breakfast Dialogue, and I guess it's still things at the way Amodo, the state chairman of the ruling All Progressive Congress in their Osun State. President Kamodo, looking at the hues and cries that dotted the outcome of that election, most especially the malpractices you have mentioned just now, overvoting in some places, voting more than
Multiple voting.
yes, multiple voting and some others in some areas in the state. Won't this mar the credibility of beavers as we prepare for the general election in 2020?
Well, like I said, I think the choice of maintaining the integrity of beavers depends on them. They should do what they need to do. And beavers as a report of accredited voters and eventually real voters. If they can maintain the integrity of beavers, a lot of lessons must have been learned from Osun election. And that's why we stand as a vote of serious vote for the general election that is coming next year.
As for your party, the All Progressive Congress, you mentioned lessons learned in the Osun election. What lesson, as a party, have you learned in these Osun experience?
But the lesson is very obvious. As a political party, we have our own in-house arrangement that need to be perfected for the coming general election. That's one. Again, the mode of education we give to voters, to members and the voting public is going to be different from what we used to have in the past as a result of our experience on beavers. So generally, there must be lessons to be learned in every election. And the one that really affects the party, we will take it and use it to improve our party and our preparation in the future. But the one that is the responsibility of INEC to inform the voting public, they need to intensify their effort into getting the larger society, in the sense that they need to add more into what they've been doing before. Maybe they have a limitation of voter education to organize society. They must have to go to the villages and hamlets and let them get educated about the invention of technology in the election in this country.
Well, to many keen observers of political development in Osun State, many were of the view that your party, the All Progressive Congress, approached the election, they just concluded the election, fully divided house, which they have counted, for the love of the party in that election.
Well, generally, you see, if you look at what goes on in this country in the past few years, you look back from hindsight, you discover every cognitive election goes to the tribunal, whether you win or not. The Supreme Court was up to announce the final verdict on every cognitive election. Date back, probably 15-20 years back. Was have to get there. So whether we win or lose, if we didn't have a cause to go to the tribunal, we won't approach the tribunal. that I have just explained to you. When you have overvoting in almost 800 polling units, you must have to challenge it. And we're really keen and sure about it. The opposition knows what they are talking about. Because of their desperation to manipulate election, they did so many things that tribunal, as a fact-finding panel, we sorted that within us and them at the end of the day.
Yes, I want to rely also there are issues of allegations of attempts, to manipulate the result of that election. What's your
manipulate how? Manipulate how?
Yes, through tampering with the result online.
I don't think that's possible. The election result was released in the record time because of the beavers and the transfer of the voting process into the server by the directly. So it's unlike we used to have a day or two in between. Election results comes out the other day. So to me, I don't think it is easy to tamper with the process of this election as conducted.
But you talk of having the result of the election as quickly as possible. Yes, through the electronic transfer of the result of the election from all the polling units where the election were held. How has this, from your observation, point of observation, contributed to the election process?
Well, it's only added value to the conduct of the election. When, I mean, you don't have to wait until almost eternity, save for the fact that you find places where voting is still going on, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock is on part of Tuesday. Despite the fact that voting must end by 2. You still might find them voting up to 10 o'clock. That's part of the malpractices reported. So, barring things like that, and barring what, to me, what has been totally eliminated from our election process now is stumbling of the election, stacking of ballot boxes, stuffing of the ballot boxes with unused ballot papers. All of these things are gone for good. The other discrepancies discovered in the time of voting and in the process of voting, whereby the beavers will just shun this biometric system they use, capturing of your face and your thumb print. I think they have to improve on that so that the number of accredited data must be reflected in the number of the results in each unit. Those are the areas that needed to be looked into. And I think I need to do something like that.
Yeah, Honorable President Famo, talking from the point of the participation of the All Progressive Congress in the governorship election, to many people, politics is a game of number, and the party with the highest number of support may likely win at the end of the day. Some people, watchers of the event, are talking about the frustrating relationship within the All Progressive Congress prior to that election, and there will be opinion that we have inadvertently contributed to the result the party got in that election.
If you ascribe the result of the election to some elements within our party that call themselves progressive, that's all. You are just, you press people, you just give them an undue privilege of victory. How can you belong to a political party and at the same time work for the opposition party and now feel victory for the election? What type of person are you? So I don't think the attitude or the actions of the progressive within a country is responsible for the result of the election. Rather, malpractices in some local government detected. It's as a result of some malpractices detected and detected during the process of election, which eventually encourages us to go to the tribunal.
But considering the fact that if necessary reconciliation were embarked on before the election,
it's easy to talk about reconciliation. Very, very easy to talk about it for people who are looking at political parties from afar. But there are foundations to reconciliations. There's going to be any. Political party organization is a free enterprise. You can go in and live. They choose to live at their own time for reasons best known to them. They didn't tell us what were their grievances, why are they living. They didn't tell us other than they want to massage the ego of somebody. Probably the former governor. They want to massage his ego and they prefer that it's easier for them to go with him so that when eventually they seize the powers of the party through the congresses, they will take over the party for him. But unfortunately, that's not possible. They tried, they have many cases in court, they didn't have the headway. But if you want to frustrate the effort of the whole political party because you want to massage the ego of somebody, it is not done. That's not politics. Politics is your loyalty to the party, not to any individual. That's what they have been doing. So, and I just pray that politics in Nigeria develops. When the party changes hands from one government to the other in this country, you have such issues. You have it in the Lorry, you have it between Goodluck Jonathan and Ambassador. You have it in several areas, you have it. It's not easy when you change party from one government to the other. The outgoing or the outgone one still want to be cutting the shots within the system. And that shouldn't be the thinking. In developed democracies, you don't see a thing like that. Once you are finished, you don't forget about it. The forefathers, the founding fathers of this state suffered, labored for this state to be created, for the sons and daughters of anybody to become governor and to be officers of government when he chooses to be in this state. The rulership and the governorship or the headship of this state is not an absolute right of an individual, no matter who or he might be. We have had governors. Governor Sakarileke came, he left. Baba Kande came, he left. You know, like you still see them around. Baba Kande came, he left. So you cannot say Ilola came, you still see him around when you need him. You want to show Ilola nice in the see Baba Kande is in Ila. You barely touch what is going on in government unless they are invited. So the founding fathers of this state founded the state on the threshold of peace and love to everybody. Anybody's children or anybody's children or whoever you might be, in as much as a citizen of this state, you can be anybody, you can be anything. But this state will not condone or not tolerate a system where somebody will think you will be governed by chance and then think you can control the scheme of things even after you are gone. Nobody will take that. That's not the dream. That's not the dream of the founding fathers. So whoever cares to listen, let them listen. If they don't listen, they will get caught up in their games very, very soon.
Well, those who allegedly work refer to as members in the party?
Well, I have asked board members, board chairmen to investigate the activities of every one of them. If they are found wanting, they will be disciplined. I mean, those of them are even left for PDP. If it is established, we expel them. But those people who really work against the party, if it is proven beyond reasonable doubt, necessary actions will be taken against them. But you just don't do it. They might say you voted against the party, you do this, you do that. It has to be investigated. And it's at the level of the world. And I've given instruction that what chairman should look into the activities, various activities of these deep progressive elements, that is the top people, and report same to us. We will look at it. The actions are different from one local government.
Looking at some other issues in the country, we are gradually approaching the 2023 general election. Come February, people of the country will go to the poll to elect their national leaders. One issue that is currently generating reaction is the same faith issue in terms of the presidential candidate and the running mate of the All Progressive Congress ahead of the 2023 election. Looking at this, sir, as many people would want to know, why has the party arrived at same faith candidate, and what will likely be the fate of the party at this decision taken altogether?
Well, my brother, let me tell you, the earlier we learn that we shouldn't allow faith to control our politics in this country, the better for us. Let's allow credible individuals that have proven ability. Let them lead us in whichever faith they belong to. This country has a lot of problems. Faith shouldn't be used to decide who rules. Let credibility and ability decide for us. We have so many organizations, faith-based organizations in this country. There's nothing like faith in the constitution of this country. There's no aspect in the constitution that you use in this country that says if you are a Muslim, you must choose a Christian deputy, and vice versa. There's no aspect in the constitution of this country that says if you are from the north, you must choose your deputy from the south. If the constitution is silent about all of this, why are we raising it? Are we not being governed by the constitution we made for ourselves? Why don't you look at credibility? The military ruled us for almost 30 years. They didn't take Christianity or Islamic religion into consideration when they do their own coup. And they don't use faith to decide who is going to be the head of the military, navy, or the air force. So the idea we forget about faith. Don't let us allow faith to dominate our decisions, to making critical decisions on who governs us or which political party governs us. Forget about it. Look at the individual. If they have a proven record, why don't you use them? So for me, my advice is that we should be silent about it. The party has taken a decision, and we have had president and vice president vis-a-vis coming election. So I think we are good to go.
I think we are good to go. Well, talking about the candidate of the party ahead of the presidential election, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, what set him aside from other candidates who are all jostling to replace President Muhammadu Buhari Villa come next year's presidential election?
You will discover that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a tested hand in politics in this country. We've never had an individual who has a decentralized politics, like I showed you we never had an opportunity for northern politician to pick a southern politician for us and stand by him in this country before. So, he's the most popular politician in this country today, whether you like it or not. I'm not saying that that one qualifies him to win automatically, but it goes a long way to decide that he's the most talked about politician in Nigeria today. And added to that, he has something to show for it. What Lagos is today, he was the architect. It's the foundation of what Lagos is today. Lagos, by way of economy, is a buoyant economy. Lagos' economy is bigger than most West African states. A single state. And this can be attributed to its political and management powers. So when we talk about Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he's the most popular politician in this country today. If they don't like him, we don't like his face, then that's the truth. So for the first time, let's have a civilian president. A civilian president. Obasanjo was has a military background. Buhari has a military background. And all of them have come and gone. But Buhari is outgoing now. So let's have a civilian politician who understands the nitty-gritty of this country and that is almost acceptable to every tribe across the board. So you have all this quality in the opportunity to get in there depends on our votes. And I'm urging Nigerians to use their vote for him so that we will be able to right all the wrongs and do better than most former presidents.
Lastly, sir, we want you to project into the future of the state and the reform, sir.
As it is now, God has set us in a show. The only thing left for us to have now is to mobilize for investors to come and develop Osho. Osho is developed infrastructurally vis-a-vis APC government in the past 12 years. Osho is developed by way of having many tertiary institutions up to 12 or 11. Osho is highly educated and sensitive. Politically, we are ahead. If you look at the figure we used to deliver a government in the state, it's less than 200,000. No, those states is less than 200,000. People who voted in the last governorship election in Osho, but when you add them together, it's almost, you are only about almost 800,000 people voted compared to what we had in the neighboring states. So these are things you can see the sensitivity and developed minds in this state. And because of it, you must have a very vibrant and forward-looking leader that must lead us and harness all these sensitive issues, put them together and let this state have a very strong pillar to stand on.
Well, I want to appreciate President. I think for most finding time to be on the breakfast dialogue this Sunday morning. We appreciate your presence, sir.
Thank you.
And I want to also appreciate the effort of my good brother, Mr. OSBC, for facilitating the program. I won't forget my assistant on the program, so I'm already the producer of the program, Atola Wolabi, as well as my cameraman, Lukman. My name is Adiyemi Aboderi. Breakfast dialogue will return same time, same station next week. Well, thank you for being here. Have a good morning.
Aha! lọ́dọ̀ rẹ̀. Bọ́dún ṣe bọ́dún láyé o, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni oore rẹ̀ láyé mi pọ̀ sí. Gbèsè ọpẹ́ mi pọ̀, ṣùgbọ́n ó ṣe wọ́n tí